Good morning, everybody, and happy Tuesday to one and all. I am coming to you today with a request from one of my followers who recently asked if I could speak on the topic of making a final decision of which PT program to attend when you have multiple acceptance offers and other programs you're still waiting to hear from. This is a great question and is exactly the kind of problem I love applicants to have. Nothing is better than having options when choosing where to go to attend PT school. However, I understand how this issue can be stressful and potentially expensive, so let's jump into it. For those who may not know, DPT programs often require that you pay a non-refundable deposit to hold your spot in the incoming class after you have been extended and offered to attend that program. These deposit amounts can vary from as little as $250 to as large as $2,000. Most programs have a specific deadline that they require you to submit your deposit and accept a seat at their program. Some programs only allow 2 weeks to make a decision, and others offer more time, such as a few months. So, with that being said, there are several variables to consider before choosing which program or programs will ultimately get your deposit. When making this important decision, I would suggest 5 criteria to help you shorten the list and ultimately make your final selection. Number 1 is the status of your application with that program. Number 2 is the overall cost of attending that program. Number 3 is the NPTE first-time pass rate of that program. Number 4 is your overall fit and desire to attend that program. And number 5 is your time frame to make a decision. Let's break each of these down a little bit more. The status of your application will fit into one of several buckets. You could be accepted, you could be waitlisted, or you could still be waiting to hear from that school at all. Accepted obviously is the best of the 3, but all play an important role when making deposit decisions. If you are waitlisted at a program, you must ask how that program scores in comparison to other programs and weigh your options. If you are still waiting to hear from your dream school, but you have acceptance offers coming in from other programs, I would select the single best option of the programs I have been accepted to, and then I would wait to see what happens with my dream program. As the saying goes, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. So you want to take the acceptance offer from at least one program while you're waiting to figure out what to do. The cost of attending the program, which includes tuition and cost of living in the city the program resides, should be key factors when making your deposit decisions. If you have been accepted into 2 programs and all factors are otherwise equal, always choose the least expensive option. I list this as number 2 because, in my personal opinion, the amount of student loan debt you graduate with will impact your quality of life after graduation more than any other aspect of attending that program. I would recommend that you do your research or email and ask each program that you've been accepted to what their 3-year NPTE first-time pass rates are. Some programs proudly display this data on their website, and others only provide their average pass rates. The first-time pass rate is the better indicator of program quality and value. After all, you are going to school to get your license, and you want to attend a program that will help you do that as quickly and successfully as possible. You will have to determine what an acceptable percentage cutoff is for you, but I personally recommend a 95% or greater 3-year average first-time pass rate for that program. If a program is unwilling to provide you with this data when making your decision, I would not put a deposit down at that program unless I had no other option. And of course, your desire to attend a program is an essential component to consider when making your deposit decision. This may be a greater issue at programs that do not hold on-site application interviews. If the program did not have on-site interviews, you may have to ask yourself some hard questions. Have you toured the campus? Have you met some of the faculty? Do you have the opportunity to do so? Will this require you to pay more money to travel? Are you willing to pay that amount? How well do you align with the core values and the mission statement of that program? Will you have opportunities attending this school that you will not have at any other program? Your overall desire and fit for a program is a vital component to consider when distributing deposits. If you need to take additional expenses to do your due diligence, if a program is the right place for you, it may be well worth your investment to your future self. How much time you have to make a deposit decision also plays a huge role in your selection. If you have only 2 weeks to make a decision, I would recommend not putting down your deposit until the day before the deadline. If you have more time before the deposit is due, I would give yourself as much time as possible to hear back from other programs and then make the best decision based on the criteria. You never know when a surprise acceptance offer may come your way. Give yourself the time to make the best decision possible for you. All right, so in summary, the criteria for making deposit decisions are, number 1, the status of your application with that program. Number 2, the overall cost of attending that program. Number 3 is the NPTE first-time pass rate of that program. Number 4 is your overall fit and your desire to attend that program. And number 5 is your time frame to make a decision. I would recommend creating a scoring system of your own that will help you objectively make the decision that feels right to you. Every applicant scenario is different and must be tailored to what matters the most to them. I have no doubt that you will make a great decision for yourself. And remember that a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. And you should put a deposit down with at least one program while you await responses from others. I hope this video has been helpful. Comment down below if you have any additional questions or if you have requests for other topics for me to address. Good luck and happy applying.